So, is Partygate really all about Brexit, Scarlett?
No, of course it's not. Partygate is about Boris Johnson lying to the Commons. It's really simple. Boris Johnson making up rules that he told us about night after night after night, told us we had to obey. Then he disobeyed. Then he went to the Commons and said there were no parties.
No, he said he didn't know whether it was a party or not.
No. But long before, he now doesn't know.
Yeah, but that's because he didn't think it. No.
Not.
But he said there were no parties because he didn't think it was a party.
No, well then why did he let Allegra
Stratton
Stratton resign?
Well, because she was laughing at the whole thing, and that's not great.
Because she knew it was she said it was a party.
Well, she was being silly, right? Okay,
it was a bit of cake and a few glasses of wine after a long working day.
And the press had already commented on his previous thing where he went to school and did pretty much the same thing on that very same day, and nobody argued with it being in the press. It was in the press previously. A lot of people think that this is to do with Brexit. Would you say that there's any connection?
Well, no, I don't think there's any connection at all. And I think if you look at all the polls of people actually are really cross about the way Boris Johnson has behaved. It's all about his behaviour. It's got nothing to do with Brexit. Steve Baker said the gig is over. Steve Baker was Brexit minister. There is no question about where Steve Baker lies on Brexit.
Well, if Steve Baker says it must be true, because one thing he said one thing, then the next day changed his mind. Leo, go on.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people in the back benches are desperate to shake things up so they can get to the front benches.
Of course.
So, I mean, that's what's going on here. But I think, to do it over this, I mean, it's been dragged out for months because he had, he had a birthday cake, he had some,
he didn't eat the cake,
wine, and I had some being slammed for. He was accused of, evacuating dogs from Afghanistan. It's hardly history's greatest monster, is he? He likes dogs and cake and wine. I mean, this is just a.
So would you say there's a Brexit lynch mob sort of there?
He had to make those rules because we're a nation of crybabies who need the government to make rules because we're scared of a little virus.
It wasn't a little virus. I'm going to stop you there because a lot of people died on that. Scarlett, carry on.
Thousands.
Well, no, maybe not in your family, but people lost people. And I wouldn't trivialise it. Scarlett.
Yeah, I mean, the point is that Boris Johnson made the rules and said, but they're not for me. And then he went to Parliament and said, no rules were broken. And then he said, I've been told no rules were broken.
But
that's the whole problem.
We're going through the whole chronology of it. It's so simple.
What he's saying is it's all about cake. And what I'm saying is it's not all about cake. But the one thing it really isn't about is Brexit.
You think not? I think a lot of Brexiteers would like to see the back of Boris Johnson. But